What is going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back to a brand new Football Manager 2018 series on my channel. Today we're going to be bringing you the start of Wolves AWE, the brand new Football Manager 2018 series with my beloved Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's going to be like a normal playthrough. Obviously beforehand we did the Directors Challenge with Manchester United. Now we want to really get our teeth into this game and see what we can do. I've never actually had a long-term career with Wolves where I've sort of gone on to win massive honours, and that is really what we want to be doing this year with Wolves. So hopefully you guys can stick with me for the next few months or so, and hopefully we have a fantastic journey. As always, your support is always greatly appreciated. If you have any questions about the series, any signings that you'd recommend, always leave them in the comments section down below and I'll take a look at them. And make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So I've done a lot of work over the pre-season. We've been looking at different sort of tactics, different players to use in certain positions, different roles and so on. But a quick overview of Wolves, if you don't already know. Obviously, Wolves team, they're playing the Molineux in Wolverhampton. The media predict us to finish third because we've got such a strong squad. As you guys know, we've got some great players such as Ruben Neves and so on. Fierce rivals are Birmingham and West Brom. Other rivals include Stoke and Aston Villa. Obviously, the fierce rivalry is the Derby versus West Brom, the Black Country Derby. And obviously, soon, hopefully, we can be on this list of legends alongside Steve Bull, Billy Wright, Jack Hayward, and Stan Cullis. We're going to jump straight into the schedule, see how we got on over pre-season. As you can see, luckily, 4 out of the 6 games were wins. We've got the green circle next to those. It was a little tour in Portugal. We didn't really play anyone too big other than Benfica, to be fair. But, you know, it was a chance for us to get some goals under our belt, get the team playing some good football. Started off with a 3-0 win. Diogo Jota, Romain Saiss, Brighton and Bakari all scoring in that game. We then went and beat Barry Rents, I think that is, 5-1. So another 5 goals, another goal for Jota, goal for Cavallero, Bonatini, Willy Bolly and Barry Douglas. Another 4-1 win, Cavallero and Dyer with a brace and Miranda scoring. We then played against Benfica, obviously arguably the strongest team we played in pre-season. And as you can see, throughout all of these games really, the amount of players that we've been using in these games, and maybe players that you're not too familiar with, players that are in our under 23s and they're going to be getting chances in the season. We got a 0-0 draw, which is quite disappointed against this Beira side, which was a really poor performance. But you know, the players were shattered from, you know, so many games. But I suppose that in the long run, that's going to be better for our fitness and so on. And then we've just beaten Juventude Evora 5-0. Leo Bonatini grabbing a brace. New signing Dominic Calvert-Lewin scoring. Benny Ashley-Seal and Ivan Cavallero as well. Middlesbrough are the first game today. We've still got a couple of things to go through, like the transfers. We'll have a quick look at tactics and then we'll jump into that match. So, time to look at the transfers, and as you already know, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he came in from Everton, valued at £11.5 million, and he's going to be a rotation option alongside Brazilian Leo Bonatini. Physically, he's very good at 16 acceleration and 15 pace, and technically he's okay, but of course, he's only 21, he's still got a long way to go, but he still could be a pivotal part of our season. The only permanent signing coming in is Leonardo Da Silva Lopez, coming in from Peterborough. He is a really good looking young, well, he can play anywhere really. The Portuguese lad, he can play across the midfield, wing-back positions, which is probably where he's going to be used quite a lot more. And overall at the moment, he's very stable in a lot of things. He's getting solid 11s and 12s, which for an 18-year-old is a really good start. We signed him up for £3.5 million for Peterborough. He had a full season in League One last term, so already he's used to professional football, and I'm really looking forward to see what we can do with him. The other out of Prince Oniange, he left for £750,000 to Sheffield United. Connor Ronan's gone out on loan to Oxford. Mikel Zyro left to go to Leeds for £2 million, and Adam Osborne is going to Chippenham on loan. So time to look at our tactics. How are we going to be looking at lining up for this season? Now, Wolves in real life play a sort of similar system to this, probably with this DLP sitting a little bit higher, but we're playing with 5 at the back, or 3 at the back with the wing backs. the 2 central midfielders, 2 inside forwards and a striker as well. It's how Wolves play. Obviously, we're going to tinker with it a lot throughout the season, maybe changing positions, possibly dragging this central midfielder back up there and so on as well. And the other one is very, very similar, but the inside forwards are going more central and the wing backs are actually defensive wingers. So that's something that we're going to see a lot as well during this season. Player restriction wise, we've got goalkeeper to sort of roll it out to the fullbacks. We've got the complete forward moving into the channels, the inside forwards to roam a little bit more. And other than that, I don't think there's many other ones on there other than the sort of default instructions that we've got on there. Short to passing, play out the defence, looking for the overlap, low crosses, and preventing the opposition's short goalkeeper distribution. Dynamic wise at the moment, match cohesion is sort of average. Dressing room atmosphere, luckily, is quite good. And managerial support, obviously, because we've just started, is poor. But we're going to be looking to get that a little bit higher. The hierarchy at the moment, luckily, we've got Danny Bart, our captain, as one of the team leaders. Vice captain, Connor Cody is a highly influential player, and hopefully we're going to get some of these other players to jump into this influential players role as well. So throughout pre-season, as you can see, we did a little bit of work on quite a few things. Mainly it was fitness for the first couple of weeks, and then we did a little bit of tactical work as well, just so the players could get used to the tactics a little bit more. But hoping that we can beat Middlesbrough today. They're a big side, they're a good side, they've just come down from the Premier League. They've got Gary Monk in charge. They've not brought any transfers in. They've let a couple of lads out on loan, but they're going to have a pretty solid team. Luckily for us, Martin Braithwaite is injured. He's quite a good player as well. But they've still got some good players. Rudy Gstead, currently on the transfer list, looking to potentially start up front. Our team lineup, just before we look any further into it, medical centre wise, we've got quite a few players injured, unfortunately. Ruben Neves is not going to be taking part in this first game of the season. He got injured against Benfica for about 3 to 7 weeks, so obviously that's a couple of weeks ago now, so we've still got 2 to 5 weeks left, unfortunately. Will Norris won't be on the bench for us, he's still out injured. Jack Price as well, torn his calf muscle. We've still got Helder Costa, Courtney House and Ben Marshall all out injured as well. So here we are then on the opening day of the season, guys, and we obviously going to be playing with that sort of wing-back formation I explained it earlier on. We're going to start with John Ruddy in goal, Connor Cody, Willy Bolly and Danny Bart across the back, Barry Douglas and young Da Silva Lopez as the wing-backs. Romain Saiss will partner Alfred and Dai through the middle. Diogo Jota on the left with Bonatini up front. Obviously, Cavallero is out injured, so Calvert-Lewin is going to get a start on the right-hand side. We look at Middlesbrough's team now. Quite a threatening front four with Baker, Stuart Downing, Traore and Britt Assombalonga. Grant Ledbetter will sit in the middle with Johnny Howson, George Friend, Ben Gibson, Daniel Ayala, Fabio and Darren Randolph as the back four and the goalkeeper. So here we go then. The season starts now. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Hopefully it's going to be a strong one for us. And hopefully at the end of it, we will see promotion. So you guys will have to let me know what you want to see. Sort of, we're going to be sitting on 3D for the majority of this, but some people enjoy 2D a little bit more. Stuart Downing with a great attempt there. Stopped by John Ruddy there. And we've got a full house at the Molineux, which is great to see. And hopefully all of these fans will be coming back quite regularly. It'd be great to get 3 points from this game. I think a point wouldn't be so bad, but we really want to kick off with a win. But it's early doors and Middlesbrough are looking quite dominant. It's a good header from young Da Silva Lopez there. Calvert-Lewin picks up Leo Bonatini on the right-hand side. Really want him in the area, but he's played out a great ball for Alfred Ndiaye, and it's deflected and in. And we're 1-0 up within 5 minutes. Alfred Ndiaye, and he was really, really solid in pre-season, you know. And he's put that strike away. It was great work from Leo Bonatini down the right-hand side. I think he might have taken a slight deflection, you know. But he lays it off and Ndiaye smashes it, and it certainly did. Past Darren Randolph. But within 5 minutes, we've taken the lead here on the opening day at the Molineux. Corner in from Jota, half cleared from Fabio. Out to Romain Saiss, and it's a really good stop from Randolph. I've not messed too much with corners and stuff at the moment, but it's definitely something that we're going to look into. Maybe in the next episode we'll have a little play with corners and see how it goes. But because obviously if you're with the right tactic, you can really cause some problems with set pieces, especially with the tall guys we've got in the team as well. But here's Calvert-Lewin, a dangerous ball across. Well, what I thought might have been a dangerous ball, but it goes out for a goal kick. So we've scored currently with our, well, it was our first shot on target of the season, even if it counted as a shot on target, because obviously it was deflected. But Middlesbrough want to try and get an equaliser as quick as possible. Here's Ledbetter for them. Fabio on the ball now, on the edge of the box rather, and the ex-Manchester United fullback can't quite do anything with that at the moment. So far, so good, and we may break away here. It was a great long ball from John Ruddy, but it's in. I don't think he was offside. I've just seen the flag go up. That definitely wasn't offside. Leo Bonatini grabbed the goal in the end, but I really want to see that again. Let's go to previous highlight there. Was that the previous highlight? Yeah, he was not offside, surely. So, it was tight. It was tight. I think as the ball was coming in, he may have just ran past that defender there. But so far, promising. You know, we've had the ball in the back of the net twice. Unfortunately, one of them was offside. But halfway through the first half, we're doing really, really well. Here's a Adama Traore ball in, and easy for John Ruddy again. Obviously, we've been telling him to sort of distribute to the fullbacks. Let's see if he does it. No, it's just sort of route one again. Bonatini doesn't win the header. Howson across to Adama Traore. Adama on the wing now, and a ball in, and John Ruddy parries it out for a Middlesbrough corner. Coming up towards half an hour gone, we're still looking pretty confident at the moment. It's a free kick on the edge of the box. We know what Barry Douglas is like with those, and he whips it hard, but it does go wide in the end. 35 minutes gone here at the Molineux. Still looking comfortable. As you can see with the stats, possession-wise, we're fairly equal at the moment, but we're certainly having more shots than Middlesbrough. It's a great challenge there from Barry Douglas as well. Back here to Connor Cody. Into Romain Sace. Connor Cody again on the ball. Into Barry Douglas. Back to Connor Cody. This is good football. Keeping the ball. That's really good triangle between those three. It's a great ball over the top from Barry Douglas. Bonatini is on his own. He's laid it across to Calvert-Lewin. Oh, what a goal that is. It's 2-0. The man on loan on his competitive debut scores an absolutely wonderful goal. And from start to finish, how good was that? The triangle from Romain Sace, Connor Cody, and Barry Douglas up to Bonatini, across to Calvert-Lewin, and it's a wonderful finish from the right-hand side. He does a little flip to celebrate, and we are in absolute business at the moment. We're 2-0 up against arguably one of the favourites to get promoted this season. We're doing the business at the moment. Baker with a free kick, and it's an instant reply almost so. Lewis Baker for Middlesbrough, and they're back in the game. It's a wonderful free kick on the edge of the box there, and John Ruddy stood no chance really. And Middlesbrough back in the match right on half-time. So there we go, half-time, and it's an absolutely brilliant start to the season so far for us. But we've got to make sure we can hold on to this performance so far. So Team Talk, we're going to say we're calmly pleased with how it's going, and it's good. But Barry Douglas, unfortunately, has got a potential head injury, and it's nothing really we want to risk too much. The only issue is being we didn't bring Vinagre into the squad because we had too many loan players. We've got Doherty on the bench. Da Silva Lopez, I think, can play on the left-hand side. He certainly can. He's probably not too comfortable there, but it's worth looking at. I don't really want to risk Douglas too much, so we are going to put him there, Da Silva Lopez, and we're going to bring Doherty in at right wing back, which I'm going to be fairly comfortable with. So here we are for the second half. Obviously made that change. Matt Doherty coming on for Barry Douglas. It was going to be interesting to see how this second half goes, because Barry Douglas had a really solid first half. But hopefully we can keep it up. Maybe grab another goal just to put this game a bit more to bed. Chance of George Friend to pick the ball forward. He finds Baker. Back to Friend. Good tackle there. And can Wolves break now? Calvert-Lewin up towards Leo Bonatini. Great switch across to Diogo Jota, who brought it down himself. And he went for goal himself. And it wasn't the best attempt on goal. But we are still currently 2-1 up. 40 minutes to go here at the Molineux. Middlesbrough looking to come forward now. Stuart Downing on the ball. On the edge to Ledbetter. Danny Bart blocked it. Here's to George Friend now. And Calvert-Lewin picks it back up. Good defending even by our wingers there. Danny Bart will take this throw. And it's a long one up toward Matt Doherty. Can he provide anything? It's a low hard ball for Leo Bonatini, who probably could have played it one more. He went himself. And that wasn't the worst attempt on goal at all. Still 2-1. I mean, our bench doesn't look 100% inspiring today. Obviously, we've got Enda Bakari on there. But we've had to bring Oscar Burr and Donovan Wilson in due to injuries and suspensions, obviously, with Cavallero. But there's a Adama Traore. It's a great save from John Ruddy. Still 2-1. We're still holding on at the moment. Jota's not particularly having a great game rating-wise. He's looked okay, though, going forward at times. But at the moment, we're doing enough to still hold the lead. So we are going to make a change. It's a little bit of a risky one. We're bringing Bright on for Diogo Jota. We know that Jota, even in real life, if he has a poor 60 minutes for the last half hour of a game, he can really produce some magic. But we are going to bring Bright on. Hopefully offer a bit more physicality going forward as... Wow, Middlesbrough come very, very close as they hit the woodwork. The first time the woodwork has been hit in this game. They've had 7 shots to our 9 at the moment. They may well have another chance of goal. It's Adama Traore again and Assomba Longa. He has the chance that it's cleared away. At the moment, we're just about holding on to this lead. Bamford on the left-hand side. Good ball in. Free Wolves players go for it. Adama Traore is looking really threatening down that right-hand side. And Howson with the attempt and Assomba Longa just wide. Silva Lopez. Okay debut from him so far. I'm just a bit worried with him on a booking. It's good football from us and then Dai. A long range attempt comes very close again. So we made our third and final change and young Oscar Burr is coming on for Leonardo Da Silva Lopez. Doherty's moved over to the left hand side. Burr played a lot in pre-season. He actually did alright. So hopefully he'll do okay again today. But Stuart Downing from range. Adai with a good challenge. Doherty doesn't seem to be wanting to play much on that left-hand side. We're playing a bit of a risk. I don't actually know where Doherty is. As Ledbetter hits the woodwork again. And they're coming very, very close. 20 minutes to go. We may need to start telling the players to concentrate a little bit and tighten up. Bamford. Oh, the risk may not have paid off. Oscar Burr's given away a penalty. And being 2-0 up, Middlesbrough may well equal the game here. It's going to be Grant Ledbetter versus John Ruddy. And it's an absolutely brilliant penalty. And Middlesbrough level the game up. And after having a 2-goal lead, we've chucked it away. With the players available, it's been extremely, extremely hard. I didn't want to get a red card. Barry Douglas was injured. There's not a lot we could do about that. Da Silva Lopez, young lad on a booking. Not strictly in position. It was a bit of a risk. But, you know, now we've got another injury. Let's just demand a little bit more from the players now. Front three doesn't look massively inspiring for me at the moment. But, you know, start of the season, we're still unfit slightly. We're going to maybe get little niggles and injuries. But there is still a highlight maybe. Danny Bart all the way back forward. John Ruddy plays it back short across to Connor Cody. In the middle there's an option, but it's a very, very poor pass from Connor Cody. Downing, Assomba Longa. There's more options on that right-hand side. Howson over to Fabio. Great tackle from Calvert-Lewin. As long as he doesn't do anything stupid here. He's played a long ball forward to Leo Bonatini, who's had a good debut in the league for us today. All the way back to Calvert-Lewin again. He's playing quite deep. Connor Cody. Good football again between Sace and Calvert-Lewin. Is the long ball on similar to our second goal? Bonatini. It's a great ball in for Bright and Abakari, who was not far away at all. Middlesbrough going for it now, bringing on another striker. They've gone to 4-2-2-2 or 4-2-4. We're still holding on with our 5 at the back formation. And can we break away again? Leo Bonatini, just one little long ball. Finds an Abakari. Won it back. Calvert-Lewin over back across now towards Bonatini. Oscar Bernal picks it up. Long ball again. And Ibakari will cause a few problems. They played it right across their own area now. Bamford with a long ball forward to Rudy Gestede. Rudy Gestede now with a chance maybe. Gestede with a chance out from Bolly towards a Dyer. Now can we break again? It's end to end in the last 10 minutes here at the Molineux. And another chance. He's got to be offside. Assomba Longa was on. But his shot was absolutely dreadful. So a quiet ending to this game. It looks like it's going to be a 2-2 draw. It's been a convincing game. It could have gone a lot worse. Again, though, it could have gone a lot better. We had, obviously, a 2-goal lead, which we've chucked away here, which is a little bit annoying, but a fantastic way to open up the season. And obviously, our team is going to get so much stronger. We're going to have Cavallero to come back, Helder Costa to come back. We're going to have a couple of players coming back from injury, possibly another couple of transfers coming in as well. So there we go, it's confirmation of our 2-2 draw against Middlesbrough, and we currently sit in 9th in the league. So not too bad at all at the moment. It's a good way, as I say, to kick off the season. Transfer-wise as well, we may look at bringing in a couple of other players before the next episode. We've got 6.5 million at the moment. The squad is pretty strong. We may need to bring in a couple of numbers for depth options, but at the moment, it's okay. I can use that money to potentially bring in maybe one of the loan guys that are currently already there. A guy that's coming in on, who was in on trial and potentially coming in on a permanent deal is Didier Zakora. He actually looks really, really solid on this game. We're just waiting on a work permit for him, which I'd assume we'll get. He's after 500 quid a week, so it's a no-brainer really as a depth option for us there. But overall, a good start to the season. 2-2 rather. Again, chucking away a 2-goal lead, but nonetheless, we were pretty comfortable throughout the game. We're going to come back, though, for the game against Hull. So we're going to have 2 games in the meantime. We're going to be playing against Stevenage and Derby, both away games. One in the Carabao Cup, one in the Championship. And then we'll come back for the game against Hull at the KCOM Stadium. Another team that have just come down from the Premier League. But hopefully, by then, we would have beaten Derby. We'd be into the second round of the Carabao Cup. And hopefully get our second win of the season. But who knows? Make sure you hit the like button today if you have enjoyed the start of this brand new series. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, whether you're a Wolves fan, a Football Manager fan, just a football fan in general. Until next time, guys, I'll be sure to see you all very, very soon.